Don't go far. Good morning. What a lovely, lovely day today. Sorry for the little bit delay. We had a few technical problems. Still learning about this YouTube, which is an amazing tool, but a little bit more difficult than FaceTime. Never mind. Well, my title today is When I Was a Little Girl. As you can see, I've been grown up for a long, long time. And I was just thinking today about when I was 8. And when I was 8, we moved off to Cornwall. We'd been in a lovely little place just outside of Bristol for quite a while with my parents and my sister. And we had an opportunity to go to Cornwall. My parents are Christians and they felt very led to open a farm down in Cornwall for a rehabilitation centre for drug addicts and alcoholics. And first, we were excited because we didn't know where we were going. All we knew was we were going to the farm. I was very excited because I could think of animals, farm, cows, sheep. My sister was petrified. My sister was very much a townie. She always stayed with mummy and daddy. She was a mummy's girl at the time. And so we travelled down to Cornwall. And that's another story. But we had whole family, it all changed the whole family's lives. I mean, my parents were getting the house ready for people coming to stay. It was mainly men from the age of 18 upwards. And only one or two at the beginning. Fine. So while they were trying to get the house ready and get it sorted and decorated and painted, I explored the farm. The farm was massive. I can't even remember how many acres it was, but I explored the farm. I loved it. I was able to go out without being restricted from going out. I was able to, there was no danger as such, although I did find danger. And I got used to the farm area. I got used to the sheds, hiding in the sheds from my sister. Then she'd go off and start crying to mummy because she couldn't find me. I mean, we have so many stories to tell. I mean, we laugh about them now, but they weren't very nice then. But like all sisters, you know, she was the youngest and I was the youngest. And so I think I used to intimidate her a little bit, which I'm sorry, Sharon, if I did that. Anyway, but the whole family got ready for the farm. It took about 3 months, if I remember correctly, so I could explore. So I explored the highest tree. I tried to climb it, fell down a few times on some trees, but I used to explore everywhere. There was a moor by us, which was on our land, so I was up there and didn't have any animals, just walked on my own, and I just loved it. Loved nature, loved being able to pick blackberries when and as I could, loved being able to see the baby birds flying out of the trees, loved to hear the woodpecker. You know, we had so much around, loved to see the fox. My favourite thing was helping my dad feed the animals. We had chickens, we had pigs, we had one cow that we actually milked, Lulu. And she was a lovely Jersey cow. She was beautiful, beautiful milk. So I just loved every day for me was exploring everything around that farm. You know, all the nooks and crannies. I actually found puppies. Somebody else living on the farm at the time, and their dog had puppies, and I found them, and there was 12 puppies. You know, and it was such an exciting time for me as a child. Because I was used to being in town and not being able to go out because mum had to go with us or dad had to go with us. We were allowed to go out in the streets. I was 8 and it was, you know, it wasn't dangerous. It was dangerous for me because I hadn't got a clue about across the roads and things like that. Anyway, but the shock was the freedom of being able to go out. And obviously at the moment, it's lovely to, if you can, go out for a walk. It's even better if you've just got a garden and you can sit in it, walk around it. And freedom is so important. And I just loved exploring that countryside. Loved it. It was, for me, it was something completely different. It was like going through wardrobes, the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. It was like going into a different country. There was such freedom, you know. My dad would shout for dinner, and I'd come. He'd whistle over the valleys if I was down in the valley, and I would go. I knew when dinner was, but I'd always hear him go. And I was a proper tomboy. I used to go fishing. I used to catch little minnows in my hand. I used to go down the river. There was no danger. I never saw danger, and children never see danger. And I had such a freedom. As with my sister, she was a hometown person. She never used to go out. If she went out, she had to make sure mum and dad were with her. If I took her out, she'd only be out for a few minutes and then she'd be back in again. Eventually got used to it. It was a big shock for her, a big shock having all this freedom. And for me, it was freedom. It was just wonderful. And the thing is that it's just like us when we find Jesus. You know, this is just like when you find Jesus, when you commit your life to the Lord, it is just, you want to explore your Bible, you want to explore what Jesus is all about. You've heard the stories in Sunday school, and I heard the stories so many times in Sunday school, you know, but it's real, and you just want to explore what it's all about and what he's got for you. And I had such a wonderful experience at the farm, and I had such a wonderful experience with Jesus every day. He helps me, he talks with me, he tells me I'm not on my own. And that's for so many people at the moment, isolating on their own. You're not alone. You're not alone. We have seen some wonderful, wonderful times in this horrible situation. We've seen some wonderful miracles. We've seen some sadness as well. And at the moment, this time, it's sad for me because my mama's not well and we can't see her. And it is sad. I know she's being looked after, and there's nothing I can do. You know, I haven't got that freedom to just get up and go and see her, as a lot of people haven't. But it's just, I'm just so looking forward to that freedom again, to be able to see you all and give you hugs and just be with the church, be with our church, be with other people's churches, just being with you. I think it's, I just miss that because I'm a person that is a great person for just giving hugs, wants to be with people. As with Derek works from home. He likes his own company. I don't really. Never mind. That's another story. So today, you know, if nothing else, if you just speak to him, listens, and just remember that one day we are going to have that freedom. Thank you. Have a good day, a blessed day. Looking forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.